All right.
We're live.
Are we live? It always says like we're gonna be live, and then I'm like, are we live? So welcome, ladies. I'm waiting for my screen to reflect that we're actually live. So there we are. Okay, awesome. So welcome. So excited to be here with you. Jennifer and I have been brainstorming ways to support you ladies. We're still in the portal and magic of this weekend. And I'm so excited to bring some Egyptian alchemical magic together with Jennifer, my alchemical priestess, who's ready to bring some practical tips around exploring possibilities for you women to jump into this next year's program. So welcome. Hi, Jennifer. So glad we made time for this today.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Tell me where you want me to start, and then I can go from there.
Yeah, so just reflecting a little on the conversations I've been having this week with you ladies. So many inspiring, powerful conversations. And this group that came together this past weekend, you're really powerful women. And I was pulling through, Spirit was guiding me to do things that I would normally do for my priestesses often on the first weekend. So you got some powerful magic. Things have unlocked and shifted within you. You're trying to find your ground back in your regular, normal life. And many of you want to do this, and you're opening up the space for how is it possible that you could create the income to be able to say yes to this. And what I want to say to that, and that's why I'm going to bring in some of Jen's magic, we're going to weave in some practical tips today. We just got about a little less than 20 minutes to superpower through this. It's new moon energy. I'm going to lead you through a guided visualization as well around this. And so here's what I want to say. When we make a powerful choice to invest in ourselves in this way, this is an investment in yourself and your life. And not only just personally, all the skills that you're going to utilize moving forward as a priestess in these times to shift every way of being. It's going to affect everything that you do. And you heard me talk about that this weekend. This is your opportunity to say to the universe, it is my time. It's my time to be paid what I'm worth. For many of you, you know, you're underpaid at your job. You're not doing what you love to do. And there's an aspect of resentment there that's not serving you. This is an opportunity to step up and go to the next level. And so Jen and I both have been entrepreneurs for years. We've had our own struggles. We've been in debt, and we've invested anyway because we knew that the opportunity presented to us was what was going to take us to the next level. And I'd love to hear from you, Jennifer, and your years of building business. There's been times that it has not been peaches and roses and cake. And I would love to hear a little bit of like, where have you been? And investing in yourself has continued to catapult you to where you are now.
All right, perfect segue. I think I'd want to start with just saying, I know what hard work looks like. My parents owned a restaurant. So from the time I was 14 and growing up, I was a server. I was bussing tables. I was, shucking beer bottles. I've worked my ass off to create the life that I have today. Mm-hmm. And so I know what hard work looks like. And I know what you guys are going through when you're showing up for your day-to-day job and someone's telling you how much you deserve to be paid through a paycheck. Mm-hmm. And can you even imagine what life would be like if you got to determine how much money you got paid, how much money you brought in, and that sky is the limit? So I say all that to say I've always worked multiple jobs. Even going through college, I think I had 3 jobs at a time. I worked for Walmart, home office. Walmart told me how much I was going to be paid. And then as I just continued on with my career, I felt like I kept hitting these blocks of financial difficulty and going more into debt. I have $200,000 in student loan debt. It's insanity. I should be a doctor. Just call me Dr. Jennifer. That's just who I am. But I always knew that I needed to invest. I've always been a huge learner and just hugely into give me the wisdom and I will do the thing. You tell me what to do and I will sign up. I'm first in line. And I think that each time I made that decision and said yes, I'd show up for it. I'd learn what I needed to do and I'd level up my life. So I did that through college. And then I realized I really personally within the retail space I'm in needed an MBA. So I got my MBA, and every single time I said yes to more investment into myself, I leveled up my income and leveled up my income and leveled up my income. And then when I got out of college, I was like, who's going to teach me? Who's going to teach me now? And so I started to invest in coaches. And at first it's free stuff, right? You find what you can online, you watch all the YouTube videos that you can, whatever it is that to you personally fulfills you and helps you grow and get to the next level. But at some point, you need like real help, right? So at this point, I had started my business. And let's just start with that. So 5 years ago, I decided to step out onto my own, to start my own business. I'm an account manager / broker, whatever you want to call me. And I help brands sell into Walmart and sell into Amazon. And 5 years ago, guys, I started my business with a partner who I eventually ended up having to buy out. I've made lots of bad decisions as well in my business that I've grown from. And thankfully, having a coach has helped me throughout the years. And I'll talk about how I invested in that. But when I first started, I had a business partner. Guys, I made $0 for an entire year. $0. I was working off of commission only. I wasn't asking for an engagement fee from any of these people. I was terrified. I didn't feel like I deserved it. I didn't feel like I knew what I was doing. And I lived on food stamps for an entire year. Food stamps, guys. Like throughout my life, I've been on food stamps twice. Once when I was pregnant with my oldest child and I was going through college and we didn't have enough money to buy milk. And like, that was how I supported my family that way. And I did it again at the beginning of my business. And I remember when I rounded out the first year, I was like, no more, this is it. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to have to break the mold. And I stepped into worthiness to at least ask some kind of an engagement fee. And it was little. At the beginning, it was like, can you pay me $500 a month to run your Walmart business? $500. But I had like 10 clients and that adds up, right? It was just stepping into that first step of asking for even just a little bit more that really was the catalyst to me being able to government assistance and like pay my mortgage and buy food for the kids and that kind of thing. And guys, it's so weird to look back and think that I was ever there, but just it was like one step after the other that led me to where I am today and creating $1 million business out of it. So I would say that the second step outside of charging an engagement fee that really changed my life was I invested in a coach, and she was crazy expensive, like $5,000 a month. She came to me and she said, look, I will help increase your business. I know, right? She said, I'll help increase your business revenue by $5,000 or more. I will pay for myself if you'll hire me. And guys, it was the scariest yes I ever had to make. I was making like $40,000, I think, at that point, like $40,000. I could barely afford it. Well, I couldn't even afford it. She had to create the space for me. So she asked me to do something really hard, like ask to be paid what I did was deserved. I was working for another company at that point. I was working for commission only. Again, not a great idea because they weren't paying me. I brought 70 clients into their business in 6 months and they just wouldn't pay me for like months at a time.
Oh my God.
And so she finally made me go to them and like create a plan for commission plan payout and like a comp structure and made them like sign documents to pay me and all this stuff. And as I was creating the structure, I started to feel energy change. They were upset. They didn't want to have to pay me, right? So all this stuff dynamically started changing in my life when I started stepping up to the table to be paid what I was worth. And relationships went away. The people I was working for, I ended up leaving, and I created another company, which grew into the company that I have today. So it was kind of like, I hope that this is making sense, but investing in me meant stepping up and doing some scary shit that at the end of the day allowed me to step up again to my next round of clients and ask really for what I should be deserved to be paid. And then that's when the income started to flow in.
Yeah. And it's incremental steps, right? And we've got to start somewhere. If we don't make a gutsy move to work through that initial fear that's holding us back, we're not going to change. We're not going to know what we're capable of. Because if we stay in the fear and the isolation and the scarcity, not making enough, not fully being honored for our gifts, skills, and abilities, we'll stay there. But it is until we invest in ourselves to bust through that I feel this is such a powerful cauldron for. Then we unlock all the inspired ideas, all the creative ideas that are already in us of ways we can make income, of how we can package our services, which you're great at, that you're going to be fabulous at moving forward, how to package your services so you have something to offer people. If people don't know how to pay you, they can't work with you. You don't have energetically, you don't have a portal for that money to come in.
Exactly.
So so many of these women this weekend are so highly talented, and everyone that I spoke to, I would say probably 85% would love to launch a business, and they've never done that before, but they see what's possible. And it's such a powerful place to stand as an entrepreneur in these times for us as women to um, get paid what we're worth, to bring our gifts and skills forward, and to set our own time and schedule. And each year it's a shift. And now for me, having had a business for 10 years, every year I learn and grow a little bit more. I integrate, I learn the hard lessons, I shift it for the next year. Every time we're constantly learning and growing. So it's not that any of us have arrived in some place we're just like, okay, I'm good, I'm gonna hang out here. It's like, no, that's not the spiritual path we signed up for. And the priestess archetype is an embodiment, I feel, of our highest possibility. When we say yes to this archetype, we're calling in and saying yes to our highest possibility for every area of our lives. So let's just brainstorm like some practical ways. What are some practical ways that these women that we know now intimately for the first level this weekend could be calling in some more income? Some of the first things that come to me are, if you're not currently an entrepreneur, is there savings? Is there 401k? Is there a personal loan you could take out from someone that you really trust that believes in you? Is there possibly a credit card that can at least get you started? Because the thing is, when we give our sacred yes, we unlock all the possibilities for the universe. We say, I'm stepping up, spirit, show me the way to make this happen. I'm going to make my deposit in faith that I know something's getting ready to unlock. And then what's possible from that? So what are some ways that you've manifested income, even before you were an entrepreneur, that could be, oh, this little side job that might not take too much energy, but could really create that $400 or $500 per month? Or what is a gift and skill that you may have, for you ladies that came this weekend, that you could simply package and offer people you already know in your network? That's where you get lit up.
Yeah, I'm like 10 new ways to make money. Well, Marcella, I actually overheard some of the women talking about this at breakfast one morning. So one lady she was really into Reiki, and then another lady was doing massage and offering. She was doing Reiki, but not like telling them or not charging them. So the ladies were back and forth like, ooh, what if you add Reiki service to your massage service and you offer it as an add-on for 20 bucks? And she was like, that's brilliant. So dollars for every single massage that you do. What, a couple of those, not a couple, but if you added them to 10, 20 of those in a month, there you go. Or another idea was, what if you add aromatherapy in as well? So what if you just continue to add on some additional services and actually charge for them, instead of it being an expense where you're just adding a couple drops from a bottle? It should be something that you charge for, right? I mean, Marcella, when you and I go to the spa, we expect to pay extra for aromatherapy, for hot stone, for a facial with the massage. It's part of it. I know you guys helped me with a download when I walked in on Monday morning. Here's an example of something that I'm currently doing, but not charging for. Again, you'll hear me say that over and over. I keep it's like an onion, and you just keep peeling back the onion, and you keep realizing you're still doing the same thing, but you need to train yourself not to. So for me, I do these power calls. So I'll have maybe an intro call with a potential client, and usually that's free. It might be 15, 20 minutes to just unpack their business. And then I'll say, let me come back with a plan. And then if you want to hire me, great. Well, I'll come back with a plan that I've spent an hour or two constructing. And then I present the plan and I tell them how I'm going to help them or how they can help themselves, but I haven't been charging for that. So on Monday morning, I realized I'm going to call these power hour calls. And in my particular industry, I can charge $250 an hour for it. So you can kind of take that to your own industry and figure out what that cost might be. And if I did, if I do just 10 of them a month, it's an extra $2,500, just 10. And I probably do 10 to 20 a month. So it's just
Yeah.
taking your current services or taking the current thing you're doing. Maybe you're offering advice, maybe you're offering coaching, and you're just not charging for it because you're a nice human and you just chalk it up to that or good karma. What if you did start to charge for that?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And it's true that until we really honor our gift, skills, and abilities and learn how to start to ask for the money, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable when we learn how to do that for the first time as entrepreneurs. And each year again, I feel that our confidence builds as we say, this is what I charge per hour for this service. And we sometimes our knees are knocking in the beginning, and until we see, yes, my gifts and skills are really helping people, I'm helping people break through and transform their lives, that is worth good money. And so, you know, even starting out with one price point one month, you can shift it the next month, and you can, oh, you know what you're charging, and depending on also who you're working with, packages are a great way to leverage yourself. 4 healing sessions for this price, you knock a little bit off per price, but then they're committed to investing, and they're also going to get better results. And this is something I learned very early on, that clients will get better results working with us longer term. And so then it's not even just a one-off experience. It's, hey, come back, and over the next month, for example, 1 healing session a month, let's work through this one big thing. So by the end of the month, you have busted through it. And so we can also foretell the support we're going to give them and show them what's possible, which is what this 9-month program is all about. Each one of you women shared your personal experience. This is what's possible. This is how I broke through. This is where I am now compared to where I was. And we keep trusting the process, and we keep saying yes, and we keep shifting inside of ourselves. And this is that breakthrough moment for so many of the ladies that are wanting to say yes to this, and some that have. I'll be announcing soon. Congratulations to the ones that jumped in. And so, and I know, Jen, you've got to hop off soon. So just let me know, because I can lead the guided visualization after this if you like.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So any last couple of bits, so we know, for the women that are currently in an industry working for someone else, I wonder what are some of the ways, and this is something that I've brainstormed, that they can make more money where they are now by having an empowered conversation with their boss to say, hey, I'm noticing this is what I'm doing. And yesterday I heard a story. So there's a younger woman that just joined the company that's making more than the supervisor that I was speaking to. Like, that's not right. So sometimes it's us stepping in and saying, I'm worth this. I've been with the company this long. I'm running this entire department, and I'm going to move on to another offer. And it's very gutsy to do that unless you can basically give me a raise and show me that you still want me here. That's just one example. And I'm curious if you might have some too while you're still
No, I love that one. Asking
yeah,
for what you're actually worth, asking
yeah.
for a raise would be another one. Just step up and ask for one. Could you maybe take on some more additional hours or an extra project within your work? A fourth one would be, could you change jobs? Maybe somebody else is paying a lot more. A fifth one would be, could you Uber drive at night? I mean, honest to God, it has never been easier to make money in the history of the world. If you have a car, you can drive people around and make money doing it, right?
Yeah.
Get a part-time job like Uber Eats and all these food delivery services. I just feel like you could make an extra $1,000 or $2 a month just in the evenings or just on the weekends or whatever.
Yeah.
One of our priestess sisters also works with a lady, and she just took on this side hustle where she's her personal assistant. So find a rich person that needs a personal assistant and like take their dry cleaning and go pick their kids up or take their dog out for a walk every day, right? I
Yeah.
think there's so many different ways to make extra money. It's just taking that first step. It might make you want to throw up, and if it does, you're at the right spot.
Because you're getting ready to break through your scarcity and fear to bust through to the next level. And we know when we give that sacred yes, then, and we bust through that initial fear, and I've felt this fear around everything I've faced in all aspects of my life, including personal relationships, a life force is returned back to us. It's literally like a dam that we've been holding ourselves back from unlocking because of the fear. And when we stand in the fire, we do the thing that we need to do. If it's the challenging conversation or step out there to ask for more money, looking at other possibilities, then there's other inspired ideas that unlock once we allow our creative flow and connection to the universe to show us the way. And I've given assignment to a couple of the women that I'm following up with to journal, connect with their inner priestess. And I'll do that with this alchemical visualization I'm going to do next, to connect with your inner priestess and your own source and journal. What are you wanting? Why are you wanting it? And give an order to the universe. This is what I want. Show me how. I feel solid that this is the next path for me to move into the life that I know I'm meant to be living outside of the scarcity I've been in. And we, scarcity, like, let's love ourselves some scarcity. It's played a part in our lives. We've all been there, and we've all gotten to the point of like breakthrough and busting through it. Every single one of us that have gone through this path, and especially an entrepreneurial path. So this is their chance. So you probably have to pop off now, I'm imagining.
I love that. No, I was just thinking while you said that, you're not going to learn everything that you need to learn this week to bring more money into your world and to attract it and to have a positive mindset and to do all the things that Marcella's been talking about over the last week. That's what this program is about, right?
Yeah.
It's feel sick and want to throw up about payment number 1, but by payment number 2, you're going to have some new tricks and a visualization from Marcella that's getting moved in to abundance. And then we're all going to have a good laugh in about 6 months about how ridiculous this week was when you're worried to death about $500 or whatever your price is, Marcella. Yeah. It soon becomes pocket change because your world becomes bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes.
And your fear around money disappears.
Yes, for sure. Massive chills all over when you said that. And when we're together in this alchemical 9 months, we're holding each other that higher vibration. Like every time they get together with us, it's going to be like, what's in the way? What do you want? What's in the way? Let's burn and cleanse that shit. Okay. What do you want? What's in the way? And it's this constant spiral cycle. And this is the type of energy that we're up to the whole time. And you ladies will get to do it with Jen and I. You'll get to do it with Joy and I as well. A couple of other high priestesses are in queue to possibly join us. And so that high vibe is going to be with you the whole time. So thank you for your time today, Jen. I'm so
welcome.
glad.
I don't want you to have to stop the video. So I'm going to just mute and stop my video, and then you can finish and do your thing. Does that work?
Okay. Yeah, I think that should probably work.
And then when you end it, it'll just end and upload. Bam.
Okay, cool.
And then I'll go do my call in the other room where you can't hear me because I'll be muted anyway.
And I think, can't you probably pop off and I'll still be here, right?
Maybe. Let's try it. You want me to try it? It might break the connection.
I can always hop back on if it does.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Bye. Peace out.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, ladies, I'm going to lead you through a high alchemical process to utilize this new moon energy right now to call in the next level of abundance for yourself. So I'm just going to take out a piece so you can hear my alchemical bell. So allowing yourself to get comfortable where you're seated as we connect in this moment with the portal that Jen and I just opened around high Egyptian alchemical magic. And then under this new moon in this moment, the new moon is all about calling in our desires. And so I'm going to lead you through a guided visualization right now in between time and space in the quantum realm as we tapped into this weekend. Allowing yourself to deepen your breath, becoming present here and now. Bringing yourself back into the sacred circle we were all together in this past weekend as that portal of light is open above our sacred circle with the one-way energy out to detox and cleanse and release any stress, worry, fear, and concern that you have in your body and consciousness and mind right now as we open up into the next level of magic. For you ladies I'm in conversation with that absolutely want to do this, and you're opening up that portal within yourself to welcome in the magic and miracles and financial resources to support your sacred yes. Allowing yourself to become present in your body, opening your heart. And if you can, sit in this moment, rolling your shoulders back, elongating your spine with your eyes closed, palms up on your thighs in the receivership position. This is a new visualization I'm downloading as we speak, ladies. So this is a powerful one. We're going to go to Egypt. So in your mind's eye, you float up and out of your body and along an energetic timeline through time and space into the center of a circle of pyramids in Egypt. Allowing yourself to drop into the desert in the center of this circle of pyramids, imagining yourself dressed in all white, seated with your legs crossed, your palms up, your heart open, and a series of pyramids surrounding you. Just notice how many pyramids you see. Feeling golden white light infusing your body as we open that Egyptian alchemical portal in this moment, activating and awakening within you sacred codes of magic and miracles. As you're seated, noticing that there's a golden light that shoots out from the earth up through each pyramid and out the very tippy top of the pyramid and is shining directly on you right now. Beautiful golden white light, opening your heart to receive it, shoulders rolled back. Imagining that golden spiral in your light and your heart that we activated this weekend, welcoming in this Egyptian magic. Because this lineage line ultimately comes from the ancient magic and alchemy of Egypt, in this moment, you're opening to receive the blessings of our ancient lineage. As you drop an energetic cord of light from the base of your spine in your physical form now, and in the image in the center of the pyramids of DNA spiraling helix of gold and silver white light comes out from the base of your spine, shoots through the layers of the earth, taps into the core of the earth, and connects in with each golden cord of light coming from each pyramid up through the pyramids. And we're creating a portal now out the top of that pyramid, point at the very top, and down to you in this visualization in the center of the pyramids. And it comes down through your crown and it taps in to this DNA spiraling helix of golden white, silver light dancing along your spine, and it goes back down into the earth. So you see this connection that we're making in your mind's eye, dropping out from the root down into the core of the earth, tapping into the golden cord going through each pyramid down into the core of the earth. Now you're going to pull that energy back up through the pyramid, gathering all that sacred knowledge from each pyramid up through the very tippy top of that pyramid, down through your crown again. So you see this portal that we're creating. We're creating an opening here for you in your mind's eye. Powerful magic. Breathe that in, just feeling yourself activated by these pyramids under this beautiful new moon of intention. And in this moment now, ladies, bring into your heart what you are wanting. And if it is to join this next cycle of high alchemical priestess magic, say in this moment, in your mind, in your heart, in your body and soul, and if you want to bring your hands to your heart in this moment in your physical form, this is what I want, Spirit, saying this is what I know is right for me next. This is what I know, and this powerful portal is my next step. And I say yes to it. I say yes to it, to join powerful priestesses, Jennifer Alchemical Magic, Egyptian priestess, enjoying her tantric magic, and myself and all the other women that are joining us and saying yes to this path. This is your chance, saying yes to spirit, saying yes to the universe, saying yes in this powerful Egyptian portal. Show me the way. saying in your mind's eye, show me the way to make this happen. Activate the gifts, skills, and abilities within me to call in this magic, to say yes to this path, because I am worth it. It is time for me. I've been giving my whole life to others. It's time for me and my gifts and skills to come forth. Saying this, welcoming it into your heart, breathing it in, keeping that visualization of magic coming from each pyramid to you, feeling the power of the Egyptian sun shining on you as that sacred masculine component. Calling in the high alchemical Egyptian goddess Isis and Hathor and Thoth and Osiris, these powerful embodiments of possibility in this ancient lineage. And we call in Yeshua and Magdalene and all the high alchemical priestesses throughout time to surround you in your physical form now, and to surround you in your energetic spiritual form, and surround you in this visualization inside the portal of the pyramids. And they hold their hands up to you, and they activate the golden spiral in their hands, and they send it into your heart and soul to show you what's possible. Every single one of these women in this spiritual form and in the physical form of all the priestesses throughout time and space that have been initiated, they're showing you what's possible. They have been there. They've been in fear and scarcity. They haven't been charging what they're worth. They haven't been making what they're worth. They've been over giving. And this was their time. This is your time to say no more. You're worth more than this. And you say to yourself, I am worth more than this. Welcoming it in, feeling the golden spiral of light in your body and your DNA, welcoming in the alchemical magic portal that we just created together. All right, my ladies, allowing your eyes to open, bring your hands to third eye in gratitude for the visualization that was just downloaded for each one of us. Welcoming it in, giving great thanks and gratitude for all of the embodied powerful archetypes that showed up for us and in between time and space and our own consciousness that are here for us to keep remembering who we really are, that magic and miracles are everywhere and possible in every moment. And so it is. Love you, ladies. Reach out to me if you're ready to take the next step. I'm here for you. Love and blessings.